This is Rockslapping Champions. Player 1, playing Warzone, we have Punisher. And player 2, playing Mengsk, we have Netty. So let's have a look at the masteries while the players get set up. Warzone, level 1000 Ascension player, or as is very commonly known in the community, 1k ass. And we have a 10 points into the Dark Pylon range, 20 points into the Black Hole duration mastery. We have 15-15 split into the Shadow Guard duration time stop speed increase. We have 3 points in the Spirit Dune energy mastery. So personally, I prefer to not even go for the Dark Pylon range. I go full for the Black Hole duration because that allows you to just lengthen the disabling of your enemy structures or enemy units. And for the Shadow Guard here, the new recommendations for the masteries are to go for the full points into the Shadow Guard duration mastery. That allows you to get a lot more value for your Shadow Guards. So that's just personal preference there. Mengsk has gone for 19 and 11 into conscript support, core royal guard support. He basically just not evenly split, but there are some kind of splits here. Usually you want to go for one or the other. And you know, again, personally, my personal choices are the conscript support here, the royal guard cost, and the starting mandate, because the starting mandate actually allows me to do my fast expands as well. And obviously not really fast expands on this map, but there are fast expands on other maps which you can utilize the starting mandate to be able to get your expansion out a little bit faster and, you know, just again set up your economy up and running. So Mengsk is going to start using his troopers over here. I think there was a bunker drop that he used, and he has basically unloaded and sent it over there, which I guess is okay. And for Warzone is going to be using her Shadow Guard to clear these rocks here. And one of the good things about the Shadow Guard timing is at the 3-minute mark, the Shadow Guard can actually go and intercept this first stack wave that spawns on this map. So one of the good things about Shadow Guard is using it to clear the expansion and also getting to position. So Warzone has used her emergency not her emergency recall, but her Dark Pylon recall to get into position here. And there's one last vulture that is alive, and apparently one of these guys actually ended up getting picked off. And as a result of these vultures, the Shadow Guard now are going to be hiding behind these rocks here, and they will be using a pounce attack to try and take out Amon's forces. We have a few more laborers now that are ready. Still no expansion for Mengsk. Mengsk puts down this expansion just a little bit late, which is somewhat unfortunate because that is very, very important for him. The good thing is he has the ability to multi-build, so he will be able to multi-build this, but he has to actually right-click these dudes onto this command center, and he is not doing that. So this one guy is basically doing all the hard work, and the other 4 are just standing around watching and checking stuff out, which is pretty much how things work in real life. If you do go to work, if you do go to university and you have projects, if you are in school, you know that there's always one guy in the group that does all the work. And the other guys just sit around doing nothing. We have a Black Hole here just to stall this attack wave because Warzone does not have an army out just yet. She is trying to rush up to those Dark Templars here. This is sad, this is ironic, and this is just a perfect representation of real life right here. And yeah, what is Mengsk doing? So Mengsk is already putting down the Imperial Witness, and we have an Imperial Intercessor as well. Oh no, they're just moved out of the way now. Has he realized it? No, he's... What is going on? Does Mengsk not know he can fast... I don't think Mengsk knows he can fast build. But it still doesn't explain why those guys are just sitting around doing nothing, but it might be possible that Mengsk is not aware that they can actually fast build his expansion, or any other structure for that matter. And now we have this Imperial Intercessor that's parked over here that will be generating some mandate for Mengsk. Mengsk is flowing at around 35 mandate right now, and now we have another attack wave on the way. We have a few Dark Templars here now. These Dark Templars will be able to get a little bit more value and be able to help Mengsk out a little bit in engage. And we have the Shadow Fury upgrade as well coming out for Warzone. This Shadow Fury is going to be a huge power spike for her Dark Templars. This hybrid gets caught in the Black Hole, gets promptly murdered by the Dark Templars outside the Black Hole, and now we have another attack wave here as well. And Shadow Guard should have the Shadow Fury very quickly. Yeah, there we go. There's the Shadow Fury onto these Dark Templars, and you can just see how quickly they're able to just delete these attack waves. And now these Dark Templars will be chilling And they're moving forward now, and they're going to get ready to deal with this first Void Thrasher spawn. There are a few bunkers over here. Shadow Fury again ends up cleaning out these bunkers, and
upgrade complete. Make use of the surge.
There's another attack wave that is coming up here. What is Mengsk producing? He's just producing the Imperial Intercessors right now. He has sparked his Imperial Intercessor here. He's getting some more, getting medevacs, and he has a bunch of Sky Furies as well. These Dark Templars are now just going to start attacking this bonus objective. The Void Thrasher has spawned right now, and there is a Dark Pylon as well that is available, and that is to maybe provide Vorzun with the kind of ability that she needs to get her army back into position. And these guys end up deleting the Void Thrasher, while Mengsk's Zergling Calldown gets used to try and deal with this bonus objective. But there is going to be a bit of a problem because this Void Thrasher is down now, which means that the next set of attack waves are going to be coming up from these lanes, and these Imperial Intercessor as well not into position. We have two Sky Furies over here. What is available in Mengsk's army? He has 21 troopers, 2 Sky Furies, and 2 medevacs, which is okay, but that is not going to be able to help him when it comes to dealing with this next wave that's coming up, because this wave is actually really large, so you need to have a reasonably good chunk of army ready. And Mengsk now is getting ready to engage. He has an Imperial Intercessor for vision and detection. He drops down an extra bunker, and these troopers now are going to realize that they are indeed very, very expendable. These vultures just focus fire down these troopers. The medevac is not able to heal, and now it starts to turn its attention towards the bunker, taking the bunker out, and the rest of these units down. And now there are a bunch of Spire Mines that are being dropped over here. That Imperial Intercessor now, or the medevacs, do get their cloak upgrade just in time, but this Sky Fury now is taking a lot of damage, ends up getting blown out of the sky, and now that is pretty much the end of Mengsk's army. He drops another bunker down, but there is again no repair onto these bunkers, and this guy tries to help but gets smoked by the Spire Mine here, and Mengsk is basically getting spawn camped right now. And again, another one dude coming up over here, and this is basically like a Gaga line of death. And just things are just constantly dying right now. Mengsk is getting completely hammered, and there's another trooper over here, and he basically gets like 2 shots up before he ends up dying, so this is not very good. And now this other guy gets flanked on the other side by the next attack wave that is coming up. 2 hybrids already in this attack wave, and there's going to be a lot of carnage. Mengsk's command center, or the enlistment center, is going to get focused fire down. His boys get pulled right now, and this hybrid is like, okay, I'll just eat you guys as well. And that is pretty much the end of Mengsk's mineral line and whatever troopers that he has. And now there's an emergency time stop. There's an Aegis Guard over here that is getting healed promptly, but that Aegis Guard is not going to be enough to deal with the whole onslaught of the army that is available. And Vorzun was basically dealing with her own side. There's a random attack wave as well over here, and that's pretty much these hybrids. They're going to focus down this command center, and this command center ends up going down finally. There are a few more Spire Mines that get dropped here, and now Vorzun has come in to help her ally. Finally, an unload from the bunkers over here for her troopers as well. Oh, for Mengsk's troopers, sorry. And there's also a Zerg call down. And now, finally, the hybrid ends up getting cleaned up. And now there's another attack wave over here. And again, a lot more damage being taken on this Aegis Guard. And this Aegis Guard is also going to end up dying. A few more troopers on the front line, though. So actually, these units might end up surviving right now, because the Aegis Guard will end up getting healed by the medevacs as well. And these troopers will end up just soaking up some of the damage. There are a few more raids here, but Mengsk has lost all of his detection. There is just a hole where his command center and his primary structure once existed, and now Vorzun has sent some detection to end up help clearing out that enemy attack wave. And now there is another attack wave over here as well, but again, Vorzun using a black hole. There's just one random wraith over here that is just harassing Vorzun's base. That was a lot of carnage, and that was a lot of high octane co-op. 7 bunkers have been lost, 1 command center, 14 troopers, and or actually 14 laborers, 71 troopers, 2 Imperial Intercessors, and 2 Sky Furies have died in the process. And Mengsk is now completely on the back foot, and he's still not cleared these rock sets. There's still 1 set of rocks here, and he's actually supply block right now as well. And what is he producing? He is dropping some more bunkers. But again, these bunkers are filled, so they're not going to provide him with that much supply. And you can see over here that he's already almost supply capped already. And what is he going to do? He's not even going to unload these bunkers. He wants to try and defend this area here. Again, these battle cruisers are going to be in position. And again, these vultures are going to be just attacking this one bunker. And again, lots of battle cruiser Yamato cannons sending Mengsk back down to 39 supply. So Mengsk is supply capped already. But this time, he has actually made an adjustment and he has added some rocket troopers, and these rocket troopers are really, really good. But he did not move his guys forward to try and intercept the siege tanks, so now the siege tanks are going to be able to get some more damage out onto Mengsk's army. And now finally he's going to be moving these guys forward, and there is going to be a bunch of siege tanks shelling over here again. And now he's been abusing the AI over there. Really nice work there, getting the siege tank to siege and unsiege, so he's getting a little bit of value for his units over here. And Warzone has basically deleted the second bonus objective on this map. And again, over here, a few more bunkers. Mengsk is going to be a while before he's able to get any more units out, because he is supply blocked down to oblivion right now. He's even not unloading this unit out. So Warzone is going to have to go and deal with this next drop attack by herself. So she'll end up cleaning out that bonus objective, the main drop attack here. Mengsk is going to be moving his army back into position. So Mengsk is now sitting at 90 supply, and he also has a command center that he appears to have fast built, I think. So I don't know where that one came from, but so apparently he does know that he can fast build the extra command centers over here. You can see these rocket troopers now getting a lot of value here. But Mengsk not having any upgrades here. He has the dual resuscitators and the scatter veil, so these are the upgrades for his medevacs, the double heal beam and the cloak upgrade. But no attack upgrades for his troopers. So his troopers are still, like, they're going to be they're always squishy, but they don't even hit really hard. These rocket troopers get a lot of value when they have the extra attack upgrades as well, especially when you have air units in the attack waves like science vessels and battle cruisers. These things do. Mengsk's anti-air is probably like his strength over here. And now we have another drop attack, and Warzone's pylons are being harassed a little bit here from some of the turrets that have been dropped by Mengsk. And now Mengsk is going to get into or something by the Ravens. Now Mengsk is going to get into position and try and deal with this first drop attack. There should be maybe another drop attack coming up. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I didn't count the drop attacks, so there might have been a second one as well. Warzone is basically going to delete the last bonus objective on this map, dropping a dark pylon as well to give her some of the mobility that she needs. And what do we have for production here? We have shield upgrades, we have armor upgrades, and what else? We have some more bunkers coming out for Mengsk. Mengsk is still supply blocked, so he's trying to get his economy back up and running. He is on the back foot right now, and what is going to happen next? Apparently nothing. Everything seems quiet right now. This is actually the calm before the storm, isn't it? Everything just all quiet. Mengsk just slowly producing stuff, getting up and running. What is this upgrade coming up here? We have the Black Hammer upgrade for his units. Okay, so I guess that might be a little bit useful if he is getting a Black Hammer. Yeah, he's getting a Black Hammer, but there is an attack wave now that is coming up, and again, this attack wave is going to be much larger than normally expected. He will need to try and deal with that attack wave by himself, because his ally is busy going to engage the attack wave as well. And now there are a bunch of hybrid dominators, and these rocket troopers, you can see how quickly they're able to just shoot these hybrids out of the air. And now there's also a Zerg call down here for Mengsk, and Mengsk will be able to clean up the hybrid dominator. There is a huge number of mech units on the back line here. A lot of these troopers are going to end up going down. These Aegis guards are going to stand strong against these mech units. These guys are rank 3 Aegis guards, so a lot of these troopers do go down. These Aegis guards are basically going to be laughing at these mech units here. These Aegis guards are really, really strong now. At rank 3, they are absolutely nuts. And that was reasonably well handled by Mengsk, but there are a lot of casualties here. 106 troopers have died so far. 4 intercessors and 3 of these Sky Furies. So I think Mengsk has basically abandoned the Sky Furies right now. He doesn't really want to deal with that. And now Warzone is ready to intercept the drop attack. And Warzone intercepts the drop attack and ends up promptly deleting the drop attack as well. And now this Black Hammer is sitting at rank 1 right now, and just already at rank 2 as Warzone starts to kill the other stuff around the map. What is being produced by Mengsk? Mengsk is just producing 1 trooper, 1 laborer at a time right now. And he's getting his armor upgrade. Why is he going for his armor upgrade? The attack upgrades are so much more useful. There's now another drop attack over here, and again, Mengsk's troopers get the short end of the stick as normal, but the Aegis Guard just have no issues dealing with this. There is another Seeker Missile onto one of his Aegis Guards. The Aegis Guard is just not going to care. Unfortunately, this guy does care, because he ended up dying as a result of that one Seeker Missile. And now There's going to be another drop attack over here. Warzone already in position. There are a bunch of cloak wraiths as well that has dropped. Mengsk does drop a bunker here, and this bunker will end up surviving because Warzone already has jumped on top of that drop attack, and there's another drop attack as well over here, and Warzone will just promptly just delete that last drop attack. And now we're reaching the final stage of this mission. 2 more Imperial Intercessors come out for Mengsk to give him the detection that he needs against these wraiths, but again, not really much of an army that he has available, and this is going to be a problem because now this last wave is going to be really massive, and Mengsk has to push through and try and get ready to deal with this last hybrid spawn. There's a missile turret over here, and this missile turret is dealing so much damage to 1 Imperial Intercessor. Finally, the missile turret ends up getting picked off, and now he has a rank 3 Black Hammer as well, so that should be pretty decent at dealing with some of the air units over here. But again, Black Hammer is not very effective at dealing with armored air units. They're really good for like Zerg compositions where you have a lot of low HP units because it has a very high rate of attack when it is in siege mode. But now there's a time stop over here, and this unit is actually not sieged up either, so now these things that are there behind are just going to end up killing off a good chunk of the Imperial Intercessors over here. 2 already go down, 3rd one goes down, and the last one will also end up getting wiped. So that is the end of Mengsk's detection, and that Void Thrasher is also not dead yet. Finally, that Void Thrasher goes down. This thing is not in siege mode, so it's not getting its anti-air damage that it would be normally using to deal with these air units, and one of Mengsk's rank 3 Aegis Guard already goes down, and now there are a bunch of very upset battlecruisers, and they are going to try and focus down this 1 Black Hammer. There's going to be another attack wave behind it, and these science vessels are going to be healing the back. But see how quickly it is able to just deal so much damage when it is combined with these rocket troopers over here. Irradiate, very nice split here on the Irradiates, I think. I think that split was intentional. Next attack wave will be coming up very shortly, and now we have a Zerg call down here, but this Zerg call down is going to get completely shredded by this attack wave. This attack wave just does not care. This rank 3 Aegis Guard is getting focus fired down. Black Hammer also getting focus fired down. Hybrid Dominator very upset, and now there are a few more troopers here that have landed, and they realize that this is going to be very inhumane. Attack wave is now making a parade push towards Mengsk's base. And what does Mengsk have? He has created a battlecruiser, and he decided to go back to the Sky Furies to try and deal with the anti-air component, but there are a lot of dangerous stuff here. Hybrid Dominator, very upset. Plasma Blast right on top of the bunkers over here. And now there's a black hole with Warzone jumping in to help her ally out, and she'll end up promptly deleting the rest of this attack wave. But Warzone now has to go and deal with her side, because I think there might be another attack wave that will be coming up her way. So this Pride of August brand right now is sitting at rank number 1, which is not very good because you need to get your triple Yamato cannons out, which is a rank 3 upgrade, and now Mengsk has to deal with a double-pronged attack, but there's going to be an attack wave that is moving up towards his base as well. He does not... Where does he want to go? Okay, he's realized now that this attack wave is on the way, and this is not going to end well. There are a bunch of Irradias right on top of Mengsk's troopers. Mengsk's troopers end up getting wiped instantly. Battlecruisers with the Yamato cannon right on top of the Pride of August Grad, and the Sky Fury also ends up going down. And that is pretty much all of Mengsk's army gone right now. And Mengsk is just trying to produce some more stuff here, but there's so much carnage right now. And Warzone has promptly deleted everything here. But look at the carnage. But the temple has been defended. And that is GG.